on the road, heading to Catherine and then Darwin over the next couple of days. 130 kilometres an hour speed limit here. We've crossed the border into the Northern Territory. And it's funny, everyone's just cruising on like 80 and 90, and you can just go fast if you want. Not much out here, it's just nothing actually. But yeah, had fun there. A bit hot last night. I actually shaved my beard off. I couldn't handle the heat anymore. I woke up last night, my pillow was just covered in sweat, and the swatting said, right, beard's got to go. Here you go. Look a little bit younger and different, I guess. It actually kind of feels nice not to be scratching and stuff. And I put some additive in the gearbox while we're in Kununurra, and it's quieted it down a lot. So
yeah, travelling in Australia with a rickety old Toyota Land Cruiser.
We're here in Catherine, and we're going to go for a swim in this hot spring. Even though it says,
beware of crocodiles.
crocodiles.
So Esther goes for a swim. There was other people around, and you know, I couldn't see any crocs anywhere.
This is Catherine Springs. Very nice and clear, and body temperature is not overly hot.
Look at that swimming pool, she says.
You swim, Esther. Kick.
Yeah, you just stay right in front of me where I can keep an eye on you.
Look at me and give me a smile. Esther, look up here.
Do you get a bit worried when there's a sign that says, watch out for saltwater crocs?
Say banana. Well, we're getting up to...
Imagine what this crocodile's thinking. There's people in there, they're food. I want to eat them, but I can't get to them.
Can you see him, Esther?
Pretty funny,
well,
eh?
he's big enough when he's close up. Someone's had a munch on your feet, have they?
Yeah, I think the propeller's chopped off his toes. A lot of the crocs in captivity are like rescue crocs. But yeah, so let's just put him on display, let's tease him with some food in that plastic cage.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. You could just reach out through that little gap in the cage and pat him now.
Yeah, I'd put your hand through it and tickle him. What do you think you do? Kick you out?
Yeah, so they can't
got to get out anyway. And they're going to do it once in your life, aren't you?
I wonder if you can touch him there. There's little gaps here and there. You said hello. Do you want to ask him if he likes your dress? You want your princess dress? Just getting a bit boring, actually.
Yeah, when you travel for a year, everything starts to look the same. Every tree, every waterfall, it just gets kind of boring. More rocks, more waterfalls, more trees.
Ordinary sort of looking town, and when I filled up, it's just crap because wherever there's Aborigines, it's like being in Thailand. You walk in a petrol station and there'll be 2 or 3 of them follow you in, and you see them. They're looking over your shoulder in your wallet to see what money you've got. You know what? Are they thinking they're going to mug me or something after? Anyway, it's life.
Yeah, you've got to keep your wits about you when you're travelling around in the areas with all the Aborigines. They ask you for money constantly. Cigarettes, they want a lighter.
And a cup of coffee, $4 each. So we're going to continue on, look for a bit of springs. Turning creek tonight. Looks like rain in the distance there. And I haven't seen a drop of rain. Nothing but hot, sunny days and sunshine for the last 4, nearly 5 months since I left Melbourne. And it's really nice to feel some cooler air. And the last 3 or 4 months have just been so hot. Everywhere we've gone since we got through about Geraldton has just been hot. Count the speed on it, see how fast it goes because,
The old tiger sake, up here on the middle of the road, sunbathing. First You know, after a year on the road, I saw, I think, 3 snakes.
Looks like to be a tiger snake in the middle of the road. I want to try and get a picture of him.
I thought I would have seen way more snakes, but there wasn't that many. Saw more horses, kangaroos, cattle.
Yeah, that's a tiger snake. I think he's alive too. I don't think there's anything wrong with him.
Yeah, you're just right in the middle of the road, sunbathing.
Yeah, I don't think you really want to see him. There's nothing wrong with him.
Leave him alone.
Yeah. I'll turn around and you can look at him out of the window, okay? Now,
Check these statues out.
Every day. Giant aborigines.
Oh, huge. So, like, height of telegraph pole, maybe a bit more.
Must be the creator and the watcher of the land.
Yeah, middle of nowhere.
I was looking at the big statue on top of the mountain, you see him? The man with the spear. Must be his wife down the bottom there. Can you see? Look over there. Do you see him?
Yes, what is it?
It's a statue.
What kind of statue?
An Aboriginal statue. And he's watching us. What do you think of him?
He's got a sword in his hand.
Yeah, he does.
How cute was Ester, eh?
A spear.
Oh, a spear.
We're about to...
So, coming up to Devil's Marbles here, I don't know why
These rocks here,
I didn't stop and have a look.
sitting on top of each other.
These perfectly round
Like
rocks.
round rocks.
Yeah, it's
They
just
call it devil's marbles.
1,000 kilometres from anywhere and I didn't stop and have a look. Should have. Oh well, maybe next time around when I retire. Somebody rolled some marbles along the ground, giant ones. Go-kart racing on the dirt in Alice Springs. Guess you got to do something out there to keep from getting bored. They're so noisy, she says. Oh.
Unreal. I decided to come to Ayres Rock in the dry season, which is now, even though it doesn't look very dry.
So apparently, when it rains at Alice Springs, all the famous photographers from around Australia flock to Alice Springs to see all the waterfalls running off the rock. And it only rains like once every 2 years. So I was like, oh man, we come all the way here and it's raining. I thought it was a bad thing. It was actually a good thing because it's apparently pretty rare to see waterfalls all over the rock.
7 o'clock in the morning, it's been raining all night. I'm trying to decide whether we should do the 100 k's to Uluru and see what's there. Hopefully it'll be, you know, a little town or shopping centre or something, and hopefully the road's not flooded. It's been raining pretty solid for 24 hours now. And,
So we got really lucky to have rain there.
Yeah, it's gone from too hot to too much rain. It's always one or the other. We just saw a dingo. What do you call it?
Bingo.
A bingo. And bingos don't bark. They just howl. They go, ooh. Don't they? Oh. Yeah, that's all they do. So we'll go and see if he's back on the road. See a bingo? See your dingo there? There he is. Right next to your car.
Oh, yeah. Going to go.
Yeah,
he just, oh, here he comes.
Ooh.
See?
Hello,
Hello.
Bingo.
Hello, Bingo. It's only you knew what those things are
Hello,
capable of.
Bingo. I want you to come over.
He's alright there. I'm going to be...
You don't let me climb up on you.
I watch you climb up it. Okay.
But it's fun.
There you are.
That's the one you're going
It's very different looking at Ayres Rock when you're right up close to it.
Pay station, $25.
Nothing like I expected it to be. And all the signs saying please do not climb, and you got all these tourists climbing all over it everywhere, taking photos, you know. I think most people just ignore it. Although I did try to take a photo. There was an Aborigine there, and I said, hey buddy, could you just move over a little bit so I can put you in the photo with my daughter? And he said, $500. And I said, yeah mate, just move back out the way please. Thank you.
The lady said rain is good. We're just about here. Ayres Rock. Here we are. Look at that. What do you reckon?
My gorgeous little daughter.
Good. What are you going to do?
I forgot the window was open on the back. Had water everywhere. But yeah, the rock, look at it. It's got all these bits missing out of it. It's different. Well, we're at the base of the Ayres Rock now, where they do their walks and all that. And, you know, I'm pretty much over all the walks and gorges and things, so we'll just look at it from here and drive around it. So, we are... One thing about travelling around Australia, you've got to do a lot of walking. I guess we might as well, because we're never coming back. Can't be too far away. Yeah, we'll do the gorge walk and then we'll just drive around it and cruise over to the Olgas. Chances are I'll probably never come back. So, yeah, I might as well do it while we're here. It's very interesting, the rock, like caves and everything in there, and it's like a wave rock in there. And caves for you to play in? Yeah, okay. Let's go and look at some waterfalls. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, look at those caves. Play in for me? Ah. Not for you. Yeah, that cave there was like a wave rock where the wind had blown out, you know, the sand and rock over millions of years, whatever you want to call it. It's a little waterfall. Pretty cool looking waterfall here, like come down. Yeah, it's all in steps. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe my channel so you'll see all our latest videos. I'll be posting a new one every week as we've travelled the whole of Australia, and you'll be seeing lots of cool places. What do you win? Very pretty. Happy Gorge. Clear and clean and the water trickling over the top there. So, yeah, it's really nice to be here at Ayres Rock, and that, bit of a shame about all the don't take pictures, don't climb it, don't do this, don't do that, you know. I'm a believer in sharing the world, not, you know, that this is mine and that's all there is to it. And all your cultures and spiritual stuff, you know. But anyway, part of life. But, yeah, it's very nice. There's that wave rock looking place. I have been to the wave rock, we'll show you that in another video, and it's enormous. Like, I thought it was like, oh, you just reach up and touch it, but it's like 2-3 stories high. You can go over there. You can go up there, Esther. You can go over there. Wow, this kid all over Australia, full of beans,
bit like the wave
running
rock
around.
formation, isn't it?
Super trooper she is.
Going out like that.
I'm exhausted and she's, come on Dad.
You're up there, you are.
Don't see too many 3-4-year-olds travelling around Australia, that's for sure.
Righto, I've had enough of walking around this.
And then we found this place after we left here called the Bungle, not the Bungle Bungles,
to the
Olgers.
Apparently like a heap of
And they were,
miniature,
I think, more spectacular than the Ayres Rock.
So the people.
So there's loads of these other rock formations around this area, near Alice Springs, that I never heard about.
Wow,
That's the Olgers there, look, check that out.
Bungles.
It's pretty cool in there.
I'm actually more impressed with this than the Ayres Rock. Where can you do this at home?
Yeah, the Olgers, check out the
Okay, you start going, I'll catch
walls.
up. Yeah, I will catch you. Just don't run. Beautiful place. Absolutely beautiful. Ayres Rock and the Olgers. Don't know if the appropriate Aboriginal name, but anyway, that's what the Aussies call it, so we'll call it that. Well, that must be a gorge in that greenery down there, because I couldn't see any water at the other end. Yeah, there is. But yeah, we're just blown away by this. It's sort of a bit like being in the Kimberleys. Yeah, you keep going, darling. I'll catch up. Just too cold to be here, isn't it? Yeah. Funny, a week ago I was complaining about the heat in Darwin, and here it's just like middle of winter, like at home. Don't go down there, Esther. Up that way. Good girl. Oh, these little boulders here are interesting. You know, what's interesting is they're all made up of lots of little rocks. Yeah, I'll catch up. There's heaps of them. And to see all these rocks just fused together down here when we're walking on them. Really strange. I have to hand it to Esther, like she's 3.5 years old, and some of these walks like this would be a 2K return trip on this rocky crap, and look at her, she's just pretending to walk like a penguin and making noises. You having fun, are you? She's a little trooper. She's awesome. You're awesome, kiddo. You really are. Is that right? First time you did that, you were 3 months old.
Yes, little one.
You were a baby in the back of the car, and I thought, what's that noise? And it was a 3-month-old baby going, and that was you.
So this is on the way out of Ayres Rock, a place called Tabletop Mountain, I think. Lots of cool places around there.
Well, we've done the loop of Ayres Rock, and just looking at this view here of this mountain. And yeah, it's a mission, eh? It's a good.
You don't want to travel to Australia if you're not fit, or you're really old, because you won't go far.
That's the thing about Australia, really. Like since I left Port Augusta, everywhere's been 200 to 300 kilometres between towns, and then if you want to, you know, go somewhere and see something, you've got to walk another 2 or 3 kilometres after you park your car. Yeah, it's nice and it's worth it, but geez, it's hard work. Look at all the flies. They're everywhere here.
Yeah, don't complain about flies unless you go over there.
Bad. Well, I've used loads of public toilets over the past 8 months, and this one here, man, it takes the cake, eh?
I've been in toilets with a mask, with the air freshener, and still had to go outside behind a tree. It was that bad.
That's the smelliest toilet I've ever been in. And,
that was the worst, that one.
The first one you get to on your way to Ayres Rock. God almighty, I had to hold my breath in the end. Well, I chose to leave early because it looks like it doesn't take much to flood this joint. Look at the water here. You know, this is just from a day's rain, so if you were down there, you'd get stuck here for sure. If it rained a few days. Look at it all. In one day. Unbelievable. I needed it, okay. Okay, darling. Morning. It's about the 22nd or something of May, and we were just left Darwin a week ago where we couldn't sleep at night because it was just too muggy and hot.
Daddy, I can see me.
Yeah, and now we're on the South Australian border from Northern Territory, and we slept here last night. And she's a bit cool. Yeah, it's cool, all right. From one extreme to the other, so it's about 7:30 in the morning. We're going to get cruising soon, just so we can put the heater on. Yeah, cheeky bugger like that.
I'm not cheeky bugger.
You're painting like a bomb.
No, I am not, Daddy.
What are you? What are you?
Being a princess.
A princess, are you? 12-volt kettle just comes in so handy. And you know, having a nice hot cup of coffee, the wind's blowing, it's freezing. Well, it's not freezing, but it's pretty cold. Tasmania is freezing.
I want to see myself.
We're in. Oh, another one bites the dust.
You'll see so many cars like this on the side of the road from Darwin to Melbourne, pretty much all the way down through the middle and across the Nullarbor Plain. Pretty much what happens, a lot of backpackers go into shops when they come to Australia, they buy a cheap car. Then they go to an IGA and go to a shop. And then they go to an IGA or a shop, leave the keys in the ignition, and then somebody comes and steals it. They drive it till it runs out of petrol. They strip the wheels off it, the battery, smash all the windows and jump on it and leave it. So the tow trucks are pretty busy out here. There's another one. Don't worry about kangaroos out here. Horses. Gotta watch out for brumbies. Brumbies and cattle. You see way more of them than kangaroos. Come around a corner and there's a big fat cow in the middle of the road. You'll see a bloke on the right up here. He put petrol in his car instead of diesel. And he's got about 30 kilometres and it just cut out. Yeah, I went back and seen him and tried to give him a hand.
Stopped to see if that guy needed a hand in him. I'm guessing more like vandals. Yeah, another one broken down. And left.
Yeah, not broken down, they're actually stolen cars. I used to think they were broken down and left, but there's so many of them.
There must be some vandals or something that cruise this road every day because yeah. What are you doing with your goggles on?
I was on the tank with the crocodiles too on the shoulder.
Oh, you want to go sit on my shoulder in the tank with the crocodiles at Darwin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And swim myself.
And swim yourself with the crocodiles. Okay, sounds good.
I'm going down and down and down.
Oh, we can do that. How about we do it when you're a little bit bigger?
Okay.
Okay. Should be at 11 o'clock in the morning. We should be there in another hour and a half.
We're heading to pedy.
Stays in an underground hotel tonight. What do you reckon?
Underground shopping.
Underground shopping. Cool. Oh, another car. Burned out. Yeah, this highway is just littered with burned out and broken down cars. Basically another term for sore ass. And yeah, I'm over this. This was just so long. And even, after pedy, they're still going to Melbourne, which is still another 1,200-1,300 k's.
Lot of nothing when you travel out there.
It says roadworks. Can't see anyone doing jack. And it says 25km/h speed limit. They're like 2 kilometres. Oh, there's a couple of blokes here standing on the road. Wonder what they're doing. But they're looking at something.
Imagine doing the roadworks all the way out there.
I suppose I better slow down to 25 in case there's a copper in front of them. I've never seen 25km/h speed limits in the roadworks, eh? I don't know, they're all 40.
Yeah, they're all 40. I've never seen less than that.
But out here in
Even
the middle
now.
of nowhere, and the guy's waving us through. Little Ford Laser back there, parked behind a tree with smashed windows, and yeah, looks like another one that's broken down. So yeah, people out here looking for their Opals. Looks like a burnt out four-wheel drive, this one.
So lots of stories of people walking around at night drunk, falling into a mine shaft and falling 50 metres and dying. It's apparently not uncommon. And there's thousands and thousands and thousands of holes like uncovered in the outskirts of town.
Landscape here is all just really flat.
The closer you get to town, you just see more and more mine mounds. I'm getting a few now.
40 kilometres out of town and they're mining. Everywhere. Oh, here's another car. Not much left of that car. Yeah, it's really weird. Everywhere there's these little piles. Oh, that's the sky. Trying to keep me up. Oh, cool old Valiant over there.
Looking for our underground hotel here. Cheapest accommodation we could find in town after 5 weeks, I think, we'd been in the car without having a hotel bed. And the car's okay. It's got, you know, a half-size bed for Esther and a single bed for me, and it's doable. But you need a proper room every now and again. This is the underground hotel.
Esther, look, there's the underground room under there.
She was excited to sleep in a proper bed. I was too.
Is this something different? Look at her, she's in heaven already. So is this the room? Or, you know, it's apartment?
Yeah, it's a big.
They had one TV channel that worked, and it was ABC2. That was it.
For the night? Great, we'll
So
take
Esther liked it. The super long toilet.
Look at the long toilet. Look how far away the toilet is down there.
20-metre walk to the toilet.
No, she's been just now. That's unbelievable. I was eating my meat pie halfway through it at the bakery. Daddy, I need to go to the toilet. So, look, there's your bed, Esther. Up there. You can sleep on the bottom one. No, on the bottom one. And it's pretty pink too. Yeah, because the top one was... Yeah.
She could fall off if she went on the top one.
So, alright. I have to say I'm very impressed with this accommodation underground. ABC2. Only got 4 channels here. I'm glad you got that. Esther's having fun sitting on your chair underground. Is this nice underground? And your underground bed, yes. Yeah, my bed there and your bed there. That's really cool. I love this. Oh, is it? Your cupboards in here. Yeah, and that's the doorway. This bathroom is really cool too. And like this toilet is, wow, you gotta walk all the way down this little downhill to the throne. Great, yeah, you can just dig a hole and make a cupboard. Yeah, I'm coming up. And then you got your shower down in there. Yeah, in a minute, Esther. Quite well done. It's very well worth the $150.
Yeah, he said he had 3 of these.
$180 a night for some places, you know, and they've been, you know, very average. Yeah, well, be careful if you climb up there. If you fall down, you're going to get in a lot of trouble. And then I'll just show you up here our front veranda. We've got a little veranda up here.
Apparently some of Mad Max was filmed out there, and Star Wars. Was it Mad Max? I can't remember. No, Mad Max was Silverton, that's right. Out Broken Hillway. This was some of Star Wars in this one. Yeah, this town had Star Wars filmed. Walk outside and look at the desert.
And you see everything I imagined it would be quiet-wise, because, you know, in all the other places we say, we've got people making noise, slamming doors, doing this, doing that.
That was one of the quietest night sleeps I've ever had, I reckon.
Next door. And don't think we'll hear any noise from him. Not through these walls.